what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived here. Super Bowl weekend actually here. Sunday Super Bowl LV is upon us in the next coming day. Can't wait for it. We've been waiting for this. Hey, we actually didn't know we were actually possibly not even get to this point because of how COVID was going to go. That's right. So it just feels great to be able to make it to the Super Bowl overall.
That's right. You can't stop money, America.
That's absolutely right.
Can't stop it.
And there's always, as you know, it's a Super Bowl. There's a ton of money that comes onto this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our usual breakdown video in this one, and then in the next video, do our second video. We're going to do props, and look forward to those very, very soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just got done doing our homework and everything, and we're going to let you know what props we like coming up in this. But we are going to break down this Super Bowl game. It is the Kansas City Chiefs going to the home team because they are playing at home, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here, Kansas City is the favorite at -3, and your total is 56. So, Kansas City gets teased across the 0 to +3. Tampa Bay gets teased up to +9. Your over gets teased down to 50, and your under gets teased up to 62. All right, so we have a rematch of Week 12. This is also a rematch of quarterbacks in the 2018 season, I think, AFC Conference Championship.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a barn burner of a match for sure. So how are you feeling about this game?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. I'm just, bless you. There's been conversations about baby goat versus goat.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of that.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is ready to assume the throne.
Really?
I think King Brady is going to cement his legacy this Super Bowl for sure. I think there's no way cutting my bias. You just can't hate the dude, and I was kind of looking back.
You can absolutely hate the dude. Just let you know.
If you're a Steelers fan, you definitely hate the dude.
Or most other teams.
All right, yeah. Well, I'm wearing this shirt, and this team was his first round bye week for so many playoffs. It was insane. So yeah, I think, with this being his 10th trip.
10th trip to the Super Bowl. 6 wins, 3 losses.
With this being, had it not been for COVID, actually, you know what? I'll take that out, because if there were fans, some games might have been a little different. Albeit, Tampa Bay is at home. They're playing at home. First time in the Super Bowl era that there is a home team
playing
at
home.
their home field advantage. So that's pretty big right there too. And it's just, I like Kansas City. I like Patrick Mahomes.
I'm waiting for the but. It's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady. It's the GOAT. And, maybe we didn't give
Just remember the GOAT's 43.
Granted, yes. And he's, had his blunders. We all remember this game. We all remember, his
getting
rough start to the
murdered
season.
by New Orleans twice.
Oh, yeah, but what happened on the third time?
It's true. It's true.
It's just one of those things that you can't count out. And I think earlier in the year, we said you just can't leave the door open for any of these quarterbacks. And Tom Brady,
he's one of them.
I just want to sleep on the dude. I think, the feedback that I'm getting from all my bar patrons of, well, who do you like? Who do you like? So, I like KC. I like KC. I like KC. All I've been hearing is KC. And I think when we dive into the next video, there's so much disrespect on, all these Buccaneers. I'm just like, wow. So, am I going to be that character of this show that is absurdly wrong? Or am I going to be that dude that's kind of a genius?
Isn't that kind of the way it goes? You're either really right or really wrong. And it comes to a lot of this, right?
I'd rather be 100% in what I'm doing. So whether it's right or wrong, I'm 100. I'll keep it real. But I'm just excited for this matchup, and you have to be too.
Oh, you have to be. I mean, not just because it's a Super Bowl, it's just a great matchup overall. You have two of the best quarterbacks in the league going with two high-powered dynamic offenses. Tampa Bay, of course, has a really good defense at the same time. Kansas City last season, I was very, as he knows, as you guys know, if you look at the old video, it's very high on KC and their defense last season. It's not so good this season, but somehow they've managed to have the best record in the NFL at 14-2. So, and we've seen Tampa Bay on numerous occasions during the season just flop, blunder, or just have some giant brain farts throughout, plenty of their games. So there's a lot of dynamics from what he said to the way that, the general public see this to how sharps see this game. So in a breakdown like this, I'm kind of originally looking at the line opened up at, and I'll pull it up real quick. The line opened up at -3.5, KC over 57.5. Now that means that sharps bet Tampa Bay. They bet them down to +3, and then the total got bet down to 56. Which means that a lot of unders were bet. Now it's Saturday past midnight right now here in Houston, Texas. So the public's going to start betting on it. Technically, they probably most likely started betting on it Friday, and then they're really going to start betting it today up until Sunday. So some of the advice I always say is if you like, one of the big things is if you like an under, wait. Wait till the last minute, because you could, if you didn't get the early or the opening line, you could maybe see a 56.5 come back depending on your book. Or I think there still is a 56.5 or 2 out there, depending on the book that you have, whether it's offshore if you're in Vegas or Colorado or Jersey or wherever.
There we go.
So there's a lot of different options there, but the consensus is 56 on the over-under right now. KC, as we know, as everybody knows from me, it's all about the value of, do you want to tease it over across the zero? You lose value, but how confident are you on the favorite? If you're not, how confident are you that you're getting you feel extra value on the dog? And that's kind of the way it kind of feels right now, is because, you said it, you can't count Tom Brady out in this. And in a +9 situation, you don't have to have them win it. You just can't lose by 9 points. You can't lose by 3 field goals. And I personally deem this game to be high scoring. I also deem this game to be close. I think it's going to be very back and forth.
No.
I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to see a lot of lead changes. So.
No.
We're looking at this, and we're not going to get to our picks yet. We're not going to get to our picks yet. We will get to that here in a few minutes, but we're still just kind of breaking this. I wanted to kind of break down this game a little bit more in details to give everybody a perception of both sides of how we see this game going and possibly who we would be looking to bet. So I see this as a higher scoring game. I see it back and forth, but I have some question marks. Number one is Kansas City is not 100%. They are down 2 offensive linemen. They are especially down their left tackle, Eric Fisher. He is not playing out of the game. That makes me worry quite a bit for Patrick Mahomes and how well that offense is going to go. Another injury, he's not confirmed yet, but Sammy Watkins is questionable right now. I think he's going to end up getting a go. Yep, one of your guys. I think he's going to give it a go. So I think he's going to end up playing. I think on the Tampa Bay side, we don't know about Mitchell Schwartz. That's another key. And then with Tampa Bay, Antonio Brown was questionable, but you got a full practice in, so he should also play as well.
Ooh, that's scary.
And then the other is Jason Pierre-Paul. Okay. So on the defensive side. So there's some things to think about in that. And of course, 3 weeks ago, Patrick Mahomes hurt himself. Got a turf toe injury and looks like he'd been knocked out of a game with concussion and all that. So that's something to worry about as well.
And mysteriously, he was cleared to play.
Oh, the NFL was going to clear him. They paid off, somebody. But conspiracies.
Right. Let's send that special doctor in who's still in training. Like, go, bring him in here. The intern, bring him in.
So that's kind of the way I see this game going a little bit. I have my worries about KC, but I also have my worries about Tampa Bay because I personally, and this is just me, and it's just how I perceive them, I can't get the blowout second game New Orleans Tampa Bay out of my head. I just can't because Brady was a no-show.
It was a bad taste in the mouth, huh? It was just like
they put up 3 points in that game. I just can't get it out of my head right now. So
yeah, that
it worries me.
That Denver Broncos QB that wasn't really a QB put up as many points as he did. So hey, true stats.
It is a true stat.
Can't lie about that. But yeah, it's just okay, I see that. But then when you saw the way, I guess any 40-year-old has a chance to self-destruct, and Tom Brady had his chances already, so I think it's okay. I mean, Drew Brees, like, throughout that season, dude, that was his worst.
Yeah.
Worst, absolute worst performance. So, and they were playing from behind too, which I don't think the Saints have ever really done this season.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but not from a deficit that big, not on a stage that grand. But yeah, I'm a little concerned about Tampa too. Albeit I'm just that fan that says, dude, like, I should be wearing this TB12 jersey right now. Still in the mail. But
no, you need your boy Herbert. That's what you need.
I have that coming too, America. Yes, I cannot wait to shoot a video on that. But just the story is just too good. I mean, you got someone going back to back, and then you got literally the guy who has been here. It's just another
so many
bowl
times.
game. So many times. And now you kind of got to wonder who's hungrier, And for me, that's Tampa Bay. They haven't been in this.
I don't know if I agree with that, man, because KC wants to be like the next dynasty. They're just as hungry.
I know, but dude, these guys, Tampa Bay is literally, they're going to make history no matter what. But to just have this win, that's icing on the cake right there. But yeah, looking at Tom Brady, I'm not really concerned about him. His offensive weapons are still good in my opinion. Mm-hmm. You got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, even the little engine that could, Scotty Miller. Yes,
that's an interesting dynamic because if Brown doesn't play up to his 100%, which I don't think he's going to be 100% for the game, do look for Scotty Miller a little bit more, and that will kind of be something that comes up on the props a little bit. We'll touch on that. So anything else you want to mention in this game? Special teams, offense, defense, anything like that? Coaching?
You know what? I always had that you leave the Texans theory and you win a championship. The Honey Badger who left us.
Yeah, but he already did it. He already did it last season.
Got
anybody new?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at. I don't think anyone in the roster from Houston made it to Tampa. That's the only worry I have.
That's funny.
But yeah, I other than that, I'm just super uber excited. I can't wait to know what your pick is. I think I know what it is, but at the same time, I know like the way you're thinking right now, I'm actually very, very interested because
that's good. I like it.
I mean, you're probably just going to be like, I can't do this on the EV value, can't do that, I don't like this player.
We'll go ahead and move to this week's No Sweat Bet because it's only one game, one video, so we'll just combine everything together. Thank you.
There you go.
I'll get an animation for you one day. We'll have you go like Super Saiyan or something.
Mighty Morphin No Sweat Bets. Yeah.
So we're going to do a no sweat bet. So obviously because it's a teaser bet and this is what we do on the channel, you have to pick the team and the total. You have to pick a side and total in this. I'll let you tee it up because it's normally what you do.
Okay. Well,
I already wrote down what you're going to do.
No surprise, America. Danny's the under guy here. So if you like the under, do as he says and just wait. But if you're the over guy, which is me, you got to put in this bet now. N-A-O, now. I know that's not how you spell now, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. It's a sense of urgency here.
It's a name. It's a Japanese name now.
Now. But yeah, do it now. The over at, what's the teaser line that we're getting for the over?
Teaser, we're getting over 50 because it's 56, tees down to 50. So that's 7 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion gets you a push.
The reasoning behind my overthinking is, yes, these defenses, I don't know, KC's defense, they're not as good as last year, but during the playoffs, they did start clicking. They did
kind of a little bit better.
Yeah, some of these teams, and they kind of played to the occasion. But this Tampa Bay defense is surprisingly pretty good.
And they're better now because they have Vita Vea back to clog up the inside trenches area. Their one weakness is on their secondary.
Yep.
It is in the secondary and in their linebacker coverage a little bit. We'll see how that really goes because it is Travis Kelce on the other side. So
big body right there.
Yeah.
So going back to the over theory, when you have especially Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, if they manage to just give the ball back and have rapid possessions with score, I mean, obviously, with scores, or not scores, you give these quarterbacks a chance to go at your defense, they'll figure it out eventually. It happens all the time. Patrick Mahomes has come back from 10-point deficits again and again. Postseason,
24-point
regular
deficit.
season.
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, you better edit that. Even a 24-point deficit. Oh no, 21.
No, it was 24. It was 24. It was 24 to nothing.
But then they came back?
Yeah, they came back from
and
24.
all in one quarter.
Yeah, second quarter.
All in the second quarter. So, like I said, I know firsthand, don't give this guy any chances to score. Now, albeit that plays into the over factor, I really think that, the defense on both teams will be worn out. It's just a war of attrition between the defenses, like who's going to give out. So, I think, and going into my second pick, it's pretty obvious to say that give me the GOAT all day. Tom Brady, of course. Now, some of you might be lucky enough to find plus 9.5, but plus 9, I would like that too.
If you can find that, you need to jump on it like immediately because I'm not seeing it.
NAO, now.
I'm not seeing it in any book out there. Now, you might get it come Sunday just in case somehow the public is all over KC. Yeah, that would be a beautiful thing.
Which I think the public, I've been asking everybody. Like everybody's auntie, uncle, grandma, cousin.
Everybody at the bar.
Everybody at the bar.
What have they been saying?
They have been saying Kansas City. It's like, I like Kansas City. I like Kansas City. They don't know why, but they like Kansas City. I'm just like, gosh, you guys must really hate Tom Brady. So that's my no sweat bet of the season since it is the Super Bowl. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 9 and the over at 50.
Well, I like it, and I like it quite a bit. It's
No.
I mean, here's the ironic thing about it. So I actually like Tampa Bay a lot more than I like any of the totals, and the reason why is just because I feel like, and I may eat these words on after Sunday's over, but I don't know if you can get away with getting Brady over a touchdown. I think that's the hardest thing. Now, I went with him in week 1, and he'll be able to cover 11 points. Yeah, well, that didn't work so well for me at all. Go for 2. You gotta be kidding me. I lost it by 1 point. I got to push. I got to effing push.
Oh man!
Jesus Christ!
Oh, you're looking it up right now.
Yeah, I got to push on an 11.
I like
gotta
that.
be kidding me.
Oh, those are good picks in week 1. Oh, baby.
There's a lot of green there.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely Tampa Bay is definitely the side I would prefer. A lot of the sharps, as I said, they bet Tampa Bay at 3.5, so they bet it down to 3. So if a lot of the shops are liking it, that means a lot of the public will most likely be on KC. So that's just another reason for me that I like Tampa Bay in this. Of course, the one caveat.
You're saying this.
No, it's not untrue because we bet Tampa Bay several times. I have a worry or two, and I may be overthinking a little bit as he was talking about, but I think the New Orleans game is still stuck in my head, and I just worry about it. But I shouldn't, and I can let it ride. That's fine. So it's not as big of an issue. Go ahead.
I don't mind to interrupt you, but there have been a lot of naysayers I guess not naysayers, but look, you had the Saints game, right? Okay, that was maybe a sound victory. And to you, it's like, how are they going to, beat a team they lost to 2 times? They did that. Now, I know this is your favorite word right here, the caveat or whatever. They went to Green Bay. Green Bay's house. And yet Green Bay failed to capitalize. I mean, Tom Brady, he did throw 3 interceptions that game.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of been overshadowed by the fact that Green Bay's not playing. They're not in the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It's still Tom Brady. So, are they deserving of being in this spot? That's debatable, but at the same time,
of course they're deserving.
Yeah, they won the game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the only thing that could help fuel your nightmare and your doubts about Tampa Bay, but I really don't see that kind of happening. I think +9 is pretty safe. I just don't see them getting blown out.
I would
Or
mostly
losing
agree with that, yeah.
by 9.
And they've got every good chance to win this. It's not like they're an underdog and be like...
But it's Tom Brady as an underdog.
Yeah,
so that's like a value in itself.
And one of the things I've had to get over is it's not Tom Brady with the Patriots as an underdog. It's Tom Brady with a really good defense, with a legit offense, with wide receivers.
With everything he wanted that he didn't get his last season. And
but Patriots, he had it this season. He lost 4 times, I think. Yeah. He had it this season and lost 4 times, or 3 times, something like that. So that's the one thing that worries me.
Can't win them all.
Of course you can.
And especially when it was against the Saints, who can't keep up in scoring. So I guess that could be a worry. But
yeah. So that's the one side I have is Tampa Bay. I'm picking Tampa Bay in this. They're a lot easier to choose in this. The hard part is picking the total.
Oh.
And I just looked while he was making his picks and analysis. I just looked at what the total was in the last Super Bowl. In the last Super Bowl, the total was 54.5. So we were only getting 1.5 more than what we had last Super Bowl, and that one barely hit.
Oh, I remember that one
all
barely
too well.
Hit. Hey, playoff Damien,
you're
my MVP, not Patrick Mahomes. You are my MVP. And then, last year I chose Patrick Mahomes to be
and you
the
hit
MVP
it, but it shouldn't have been Patrick Mahomes.
And this guy had it right.
It should have been playoff
They robbed
Damien.
him, man. They robbed
him. But that's an MVP discussion we'll have in the prop video.
God bless
as well.
you, sir.
Yeah, yeah, because you saved your skin. Oh my goodness. Picking the total in this at 56. There are a lot of sharps that like the under, and I can't get to the under. It's 62. They got it at 62.5. I can't get there on the under. But I'm a little scared about the over because for some reason, Brady in a couple games did not put up a lot of points, and against better defenses, Patrick Mahomes doesn't always put up monster points. So that's something I'm a little bit worried about. And but I can't get on the under either because I'm scared it's going to be, a 35, 33, 32 games, something like that. So I had to pick, and I had to go with the over just because looking at what the Super Bowl was last season at 54.5, and we teased it down. He actually teased it down to 48.5 and got it in the last game, the last minute. This means that you're basically what I'm analyzing it as, this game is only 1.5 more than the previous Super Bowl. I don't think so. So that's why I have to go with the over. Now, the one thing you have to think about is you remember the Super Bowl. You remember the Super Bowl from 2 years ago, which is
the Patriots
and the Rams.
Oh, that was...
Everybody thought that would be, some fireworks, and far from it.
Oh, the worst Super Bowl in my recent memory.
Oh, yeah. I would agree with that. But it was still not that bad. So, for me, I like defense.
I don't even know who was I'm pretty sure the halftime show was garbage, too. Was it Katy Perry? And
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember at all. So, I'm matching you on the no sweat bet here. Both of us taking Tampa Bay +9 and over 50.5. Now, I will say this right here, right now. I don't know if I can tease this game. I just don't know if I can. I said it last season because there was no value in the teaser. My worry in this game is honestly the total. And that's what's scaring me from betting in this game. Because one of the things I neglected to mention this, one of the problems I have with both of these teams is they're notoriously slow starting. Very slow starting.
Hey, just don't bet the first half.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Danny.
That's something I will mention right now. I'll also be in the prop bets as well. But because the first half, both teams are notorious slow starters, you could think about betting the under. I was thinking about it. Actually, don't. Hey, you've done it. You've gone chasing. You've chased second half bets with Teddy.
A wise man always learns from others' mistakes, sir.
Yeah.
Learn from mine.
But this is an under, not an over. Just saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll see.
Hey, suit yourself, man. Suit yourself. If you like it, bet it.
That's it. And that's the cat. And that's what we have. And you'll be able to hear that more in the prop bets coming up in the next video. But we are both taking the teaser in this. For our no sweat bet. He may very well bet this. I don't know if I am. I haven't made a decision yet.
Oh, yeah.
I will come Sunday though, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get the 3.5 by then. Never know. But it is Tampa Bay right now. Tampa Bay +9, teasing them to +9 and teasing the over down to 50. We're both taking that. By the way, the individual teaser records are, I'm ahead of him by 2 right now.
I'm going to fast forward this right here.
No, you got to hear all this. I'm not going to review the conference championship because I actually royally screwed up and I didn't actually get to bet it. He actually got some bets in. But right now we are 190. I'm 194 and 40 and 74. Andrew is 192 and 76. So if we had been on different sides, he could have caught up to me, but he can't now. So yay me for the win.
Oh, God, how strategic. But yeah, I think this will definitely pan out. And you know, if there's one game to bet, Danny, like one game to just lay it all out, it's
no, but that's not true. I don't want to tell people to do that because if you're not feeling good about the bet, don't bet it. Just because it's a Super Bowl doesn't mean you have to go bet it.
I mean, America, I'm a little biased. I mean, I've already got
very
money.
biased.
I've got money in squares. I've got the Tom Brady jerseys coming in. Like everything is.
I might join you in squares, by the way. I may get two or 4 squares.
Not bad. Yeah, I wish I had it because we actually have some of this beautiful teasing. Zoom in on that, camera guy. Okay, he doesn't know how to work it, but yeah, we have a camera guy now. Yeah, zoom in on that product. I actually put that on the square sheet.
I need a bigger sticker is what I need.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, a little biased but we're not gonna have football for
9 months.
Really? 9 months?
September. Or 8 months. Sorry, 8 months.
Dude,
sorry,
I was like, hold on, wait. I forgot how to count, but yeah, okay. So that's going to be a long time.
It's all right. By the time June comes, I'm already in fantasy football homework, so.
Oh, well, he is. But, for the rest of us Americans, yeah, it'll be a long time before we see the green again.
Yep.
So, it's just one of those things. It's almost like the holidays. They come once a year and
yeah, it is.
Just have fun with it. That's all I'm saying. Just have fun.
Yeah, have fun with it. And you'll have a lot of fun, especially if you bet some of the props. Stay tuned for that video. But until then, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Andrew Chang and I would both like to thank everybody for joining us this entire season. Whether you got in on our first video or this is your first video joining us now, we always appreciate the views. Leave us a comment below. We always like to see it. Dolphins fans love to give them crap. Fun stuff to do. That was one of our best memories of us.
I just hope they don't get the shot. Oh no. Oh, that'd be the ultimate icing on the cake this season.
New coach is fine. It's all good. But we have the prop video coming up. Stay tuned for that. But until then, make sure you get your bets in. And for the last time, don't forget to be a tease.